You have been doing personal development and searching for that one big purpose, hoping that when you find it, it finally makes click. But what if I told you that this is exactly the way of thinking that is holding you back? Many men idealize this one big purpose. And I think, okay, if I don't reach it, then I'm doomed. Okay, that means I haven't reached anything. And in the personal development space, many people make videos about it like, okay, yeah, if you just find this one purpose, your grand purpose or your soul purpose or whatever, then you finally have made it. But the problem is if you keep thinking like that, then you will just go even further away from your purpose. Okay? Overthinking on that just leads to self-criticism, paralyzation, and frustration. On top of that, many men think it's actually only about career, but it's actually about this big picture, right? Because you as person, you are not just, for you, it's not just about career, right? You're connected to everything in life. So it's about whole life itself, this big vision, right? This big purpose. So instead of trying not to think about it so badly or taking tons of action to hopefully find this one thing, this magical thing that will make you fulfilled, do the opposite. So don't focus on this thing on the future that will come. Instead, give yourself permission to be okay with not knowing that or feeling this uncertainty. This is masculine strength. You use discipline, but not for an outer goal, but you use this discipline to go inwards. So you stop and you go inwards and you allow yourself to feel this emotion of uncertainty, of I don't know, or maybe I feel lost, I'm overthinking. So you feel this uncertainty or whatever is there. Okay? And by you going into your body, just sitting with it, for the start, it can be good just to do it at least for a couple of minutes. If you can do it longer, it's better. Okay? Just allow yourself to fully experience this feeling by using this discipline to go inward. And as you do this, the pressure fades away. Now you no longer do this to escape this feeling or to hopefully get something in the future, like I must have it, yeah, I have to. No, you don't resist it anymore. No, you don't resist this feeling of uncertainty. And what it's really about is of course not this one thing in the future that you will have. It's about the process and the person that you want to become. Okay, so it's about the person you can become. So instead of after you release this emotion, instead of just thinking again non-stop, overthinking, just first of all ask yourself, okay, what kind of person do you want to become in this life, right? What kind of person? These steps will work better if you first allow yourself to feel this feeling rather than being this overthinking or the perfectionism, right? Because then you can focus on the process, you release this pressure. So, who do you want to become? If you will be fearless, if you could live fearless, right? How would you be? And like I said, after now you have let go of this feeling, now you can also focus on the emotions that you want to have. So what are the emotions that you want to experience? Very often there's emotion behind that. This is why you focus on what you want to have in the future. So there's an emotion, you can give it yourself right now. So then that means you have now already the keys, you know who you want to become, and you know how you feel. What if you still don't know who you want to become? What if you still don't know right now? What then? What you can do is you visualize simply, you visualize at the evening before you go to bed. And you just visualize what you have already in your mind right now, even if you have just one or two pieces. Or you just focus, even if you don't have pieces, You just focus on the emotions themselves. So the emotion that you want to experience, right? So you just focus on these emotions and then the picture will appear. Or you focus on these clues that you have right now. You visualize and you focus on the clues that you have right now, and you do this before you go to bed every day, okay? So you focus on these clues that you have in the feelings, especially the feelings that you feel them, like you already have them. Not forcing, like you want to have them in the future, but more like enjoying them, like you have them already right now, right? You allow yourself to feel it right now. And by doing that, basically, your subconscious starts to open up for that, okay? You allow yourself to let it sink in the subconscious that this is what you want, okay? And in the next days or 1 to 2 weeks, you will get more clues from your subconscious. And at the same time, like as soon as you have any clues what you can do, the clue right now is that you just try out this visualization and set this feeling, right? Otherwise you wouldn't watch this video. And as soon as you have other clues what it could be and what you want to do, you just go after that. So if you find out you want to be a trader or a coach or do something else, some hobbies, you take the next step to try it out or to research about it if you are not sure what it means, right? So you just focus on this one next step. Just focus on the one next step. And if uncertainty appears again, just allow yourself again this emotion to feel and still focus only on this one next step, the next clue that you have. And as you do that, more and more things open up what your purpose is really about in life, who you want to be, how you want to live. And you just, it's like a puzzle, you know, and you get a grand big picture over time. So you just collect the puzzle pieces and you put them together. And I would write it down at least one time. So the emotion that you want to feel, who you want to be, the life you want to live. Okay, so you collect these puzzle pieces together. You collect them all together until there is a big picture that is pretty clear. It doesn't have to be perfect, because in reality, it still continues always to develop them itself until the day you die. This is just the truth. Okay, so I can say it from my personal experience. It continues, but you know yourself deeper and deeper in your purpose. Avoid the traps of overthinking, of frustration, of procrastination, right? Or idealization of this big thing, or if I have this one big purpose, everything is different. Instead, allow yourself this uncertainty to be. Behind overthinking is fear. Okay, so go inward, allow this to be, and face this feeling. And then what you do, just focus on the emotion that you want to experience, the person you want to be. Even if you have nothing, even if you don't know the character you want to be, just focus on the emotion itself. Visualize who you are there in your visualization, you experience these emotions. And later the rest will pop up, okay? Do it in the evening. And focus just on the next one step, on the clues. Like right now, for example, this visualization, just focus on these next clues, okay? And the rest will pop up later in the next days and weeks. So this is it. Now, if you want to book a discovery call with me and find out even more about your purpose, or if you're interested to go deeper, this call is for free and you can book it down below by clicking on the Calendly link. Okay? See you next time. Bye bye.